Show you today how to make the fall luminaries with your mason jar and the things that came in your kit. You're going to have a little bit of Mod Podge in there, and you're going to have a couple napkins to work with. You're going to have a fall one, and then there also is a Halloween one if you prefer that one. So what you're going to do is you want to take your napkin, and what I decided to do was I cut out the design. So what I did was I went around the leaves and I cut it out like this. Okay, and it's obviously going to be a little bit tall for our glass, but I'll show you how we can fix that. You're going to notice that the napkin is, you're going to want to peel it apart because it's pretty thick. So let's see here, right there. We're going to peel apart the napkin like this. So you have this like this. We're going to peel all that off. So you have this nice thin layer where you can see the design really well. That will help it illuminate when you put a light behind it, when you want to light it up. Okay, so now we have that piece off there, and we have just this nice little fall leaf thing right here. Then you're going to take the little sponge that came in your little kit. We're going to start by putting some Mod Podge on the sponge, and then we're going to put it on the glass and kind of coat your glass. Kind of put it around like that. I would go maybe about halfway. It'll dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that. But what we'll do is we'll kind of start halfway, so then we can kind of start our design. So we're gonna put this on here like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of push it down gently like this. We can always go back and get underneath the little areas that you might need a little more glue. We're going to kind of roll it around like this. We're going to put a little bit more glue on here, like this. And then just keep working across. Kind of taking your fingers and kind of pressing it gently down, like so. Try to keep it as level as you can on the bottom, if possible. It's going to get a little fragile, but it should be okay. It's pretty tough if you go lightly on your glue. Okay, and then we got a little bit more over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this around here like this. And then I'm just going to trim off this little excess that's here. So what I need to do is I'm going to trim this one off. I'm going to cut this off. Trim this right at the edge of the top of the glass there. And then I'm going to put a little more Mod Podge on there and make sure that I seal this edge down. Like that. Okay, and then we're going to take this top piece and we're going to kind of, I think I'm going to trim that. It's pretty wide, so I don't think I want to go over that far. So I'm going to trim that a little bit shorter. Maybe about that much, just so it just goes over just a little bit. So I'm going to cut this off. Trim this up just a little. It's okay if it doesn't touch the top of the jar, because you're kind of making the design to just kind of show through real pretty with the leaves. So it's okay if it doesn't go all the way to the top. I'm going to gently kind of tap that down. Might need a little bit more so you have a nice even little line under there. Just kind of go under there like that and then press it down. Okay, and you can see I have a few little pieces that aren't quite stuck, so you just take a little bit more of that glue you got there and just kind of put that on there. Press the little pieces down. Try to get the corner and stuff like that. Okay. And I think we got it, pretty much. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to need to let it set for, maybe 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes to let the glue dry. And then I'll show you how to put an overcoat over top of it. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back with our luminaries, a fall luminary project. And so we've let this dry for about 10 minutes. And so now what you're going to do to seal the top of it is you're going to put a light coating of Mod Podge right over top of your glass and your napkins. So just get a little bit on your sponge and then just kind of go over the napkin itself lightly. Don't push really hard. You don't need to. You might want to kind of dab it a little bit too. Kind of like this. Just kind of dab it on there. It'll seal clear. And then once it does, you'll have a nice coating on the outside. So just kind of dab it on. Just get over the napkins good. Then, like I said, it will dry clear. And then when you get done with your project, let me finish this up real quick here. So I'm just dabbing a little bit on there. Whoops. There, I think I got it all around there. Then, of course, you're going to want to let this dry probably a good hour before you're going to put any kind of a candle or a tea light in there. You can either put the little battery-powered tea lights in them. You can put a regular candle if you wish. Or if you had the little strings of the battery-operated lights, you could drop them in there too. If you decided that you wanted to go farther in embellishment, if you have something at home like ribbon or something like that that you would like to add to the top ring, you could always, hot glue or something, a piece of ribbon around the top to decorate the top of it up. Raffia would look really cute. And you could do these for all seasons too. They've got really beautiful napkins out there that you could use different size jars, such as mayonnaise jars or pickle jars, anything like that, to create these luminaries. And they also make a really fun little gift too. So I hope you enjoyed this fall project. Thanks.